We have a little treat for you this hour. It's the hour of the boys. We got Nancy boys, and we got some Hardy boys. And we like to do this every single year. We get together and just, boys will be boys, you know what I mean? Also give it up for Stu on keys over there. So we're in for a treat tonight. Please give it up for Daryl on the bar. Give him a big round of applause. Also give him a big round of tips, if you will. Give it up for the volunteers one more time, helping check people in, helping facilitate everything. Let's keep it going. These two lads, they're gonna solve a mystery for you. And there's no mystery that I love them very much. Please give it up for the Nancy boys!
And I'm Joe, and we're the Nancy Boys. Yeah! And we're going to solve a mystery for you tonight. That's right. But we need some help from you first.
Yes, we need a suggestion. So, I need a suggestion of a location that's specific. A specific location.
McDonald's.
Walmart.
What was that?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City.
Okay, great. Salt Lake City. And then what is an object that you might treasure? That is other than treasure. Piggy bank.
Ooh, right. A piggy bank. Okay, Salt Lake City, a piggy bank. And lastly, I need a kind of old-timey hobby, like something your grandmother or great-grandmother.
Hopscotch.
I hear whittling. Get your whittling. Whittling.
All right. This is the case of the Nancy Boys and the Great Salt Lake Robbery. We open on a dilapidated storefront. The paneling of the wood front is just obviously worn from years of rain and other things that happen in Salt Lake City.
There's a large overhang that's completely falling apart. There's a big hole in it, but there are 2 chairs on this patio and 1 table with a small block of wood and a knife.
There's a wooden boardwalk that goes all the way along the downtown strip.
You can see that this boardwalk goes for what seems like at least a mile, and there's dust. You can see the dust just spreading out and kicking up every once in a while.
We see Frank and Joe Nancy approaching the center of downtown, where they approach an old man whittling.
The old man is very old. And one of his eyes doesn't quite work, and you can tell by the way he squints it. But his voice has a sing-song quality to it.
Wait!
A little more sing-song than that.
Wait!
Oh, hello there, sir.
Oh, hello there, boy.
Oh, my name's...
Sorry, boys.
Yes. My name's Joe, and this is my brother Frank.
Oh, well, that's good. I heard you, boy.
Oh, must have been us walking down this old boardwalk.
Oh, no, I did hear your feet stepping down the boardwalk. But I also heard you were coming because your father done called ahead.
Oh, well, he does that work for us, typically. I've never been to the Great Salt Lake before. It's so dry and almost non-existent.
The Great Salt Lake has many a mystery beneath it. But that's not why I called you here.
Wait, didn't you squint your other eye before?
It's just because I'm facing the other direction.
All right, now, we do have business to attend to.
You don't say, well, I know. You see, we tried to call your famous detective father, Drew Nancy, to help us solve a mystery here in town. You see, someone has robbed the oldest bank in Salt Lake City.
The oldest bank? Why, it must have the oldest locks to pick.
Well, see, you would think so, but by Bank of Salt Lake City, I mean the actual bank of the Great Salt Lake. It just happens that I was sitting in front of this bank. What you call a red herring.
I'm sorry that our father Drew couldn't be here. He's back in Gayport, tending to another mystery.
Don't say. Now you see, the sand around the Great Salt Lake is incredibly valuable. It has bones of ancient dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures. And it has been robbed of those precious ancient fossils and artifacts.
Oh, gee. Well, who would have stolen such a thing?
But no one knows. But there's lots of people been snooping around here, tourist types. There's all sorts of folks interested in archaeology these days.
Oh, I bet. And I bet reporters, too.
Oh, you wouldn't know the half of it. Why, we had a young female reporter, girl named Trixie, came yesterday.
Oh, I know her well. Trixie Gordon.
Yeah, that's right, Trixie. I'm Frank, by the way. I should have introduced myself a while ago. Sometimes Joe just gets to talking.
No, Joe definitely said your name.
I should have said hi myself.
But the least you can do is get this old man a glass of water.
Oh, absolutely. I'll just walk to the...
Now, Joe, one thing I want to tell you is you gotta beware. You gotta beware of the night. I don't want to catch you boys out there on the bank at night. Strange things are afoot. Calls in the dark.
I hope I didn't miss anything.
Not at all.
So you mentioned, there's your water. You mentioned that Trixie was around here. We've met her before. Any other reporters or any other strange folks in business you've seen around the banks?
Well, other than the strange call-ins around the bank at night.
Callings? What sort of callings?
Mysterious sounds in the wind, like that sort of thing.
That is strange. Okay, well, is there anyone else that might have heard these strange calls?
I almost whittled my water.
Don't want to put your water.
Now,
Anyone else that might have heard these strange callings?
well, yes. Everybody in town hears these call-ins, but specifically the lifeguard. There's no lake left, but there's still a lifeguard. She's down there every day protecting our children
From the sand.
from the sand and the salt.
All right, what's your name?
Her name, Beatrice. Beatrice Buxley. You can call her Beanie.
I'll ask her first.
I don't think you'll know her. Once you get to know her, she'll let you. Now you boys get down there and talk to me.
Wielding a knife at me at this point.
Talk to me, you understand? I'll be here.
Let's go.
The boys make their way down to the banks of the river, the lake. They see as well a dilapidated lifeguard station that's still painted a beautiful teal green. It's been upkept with just that paint, but still very much falling apart. And a woman sits atop it. She's confident. She's poised. She's also a little bored. And she notices the Nancy boys coming up. Oh, hello.
Hello, boys.
You must be Beatrice?
I must be, but you can call me Beady.
Well, Beady. It's nice
All
to
my friends call me Beady. Beady, Beady. Either one. Beady, Beady. Beady, Beady, Beady.
What they didn't know is that Beady was a lounge singer in the saloon at night.
Oh.
Well, Beady.
Beady, Beady, Beady.
Oh, Beady.
sometimes I daydream about my days of yore singing on the stages.
Well, we have a few questions for you. If you don't mind walking with us on the beach.
Oh, of course.
Stop staring, Fred.
It's okay, you can stare if you want to. It's nice to meet you. You too.
Walk with us now. We hear that the bank here has been robbed of its natural treasures.
It has, and it's very strange because I literally watch this every single day. I just watch and stare out.
Well, how do you suppose they robbed the bank of all of its...
Walk! I'm contractually obligated to say that every 15 minutes.
Despite no one being here. Okay. Well, how do you suppose that someone robbed all the beach and the bank of its treasure, of all these fossils?
Well, sometimes I daydream about my days on the stage of yore. Beady, 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 beady. I was doing it again, wasn't I?
You were doing it again.
Well,
Now, who do you suppose would benefit off of all these things?
I can only think of 3 people. There was a doctor, or at least he looked like a doctor. He was wearing a lab coat. And I thought to myself, Beady, why is this man wearing a lab coat at the beach? The lake. And I remembered. Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Jones.
Jones.
Yes. Tallahassee Jones.
And the other two?
Oh, the other 2, it was they said they were husband and wife, but I didn't believe them. You know what? Because they didn't hold hands.
They didn't hold hands, and what did they look like?
She had a brown face. He was tall, like a face like an almond.
So a round face, tall person with a face like an almond. Okay.
An orange married to an almond.
An orange married to an almond. All right.
Like a sad charcuterie.
So is that all 3 people, or is there a third?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, and the husband and wife.
The almond.
The orange and the almond. Well, I guess we'll have to go back into town and find Dr. Jones and the orange and the almond.
Okay, I better get back to my post.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want you to miss out on your post. Well, thank you, Petey.
Beady, beady, beady.
The boys make their way back downtown. Downtown is bustling all of a sudden. Something is happening around the town square.
Gee, Joe, there's people everywhere now.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me, wait.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
A strangely confident man. Like, confident even for a man in the 1950s. Walked with a bit of a swagger.
Yeah.
And protest.
Can I help you?
Yes, my brother Joe and I, we're looking to solve a mystery. It seems like several artifacts have gone missing, and we're looking for any clues to or references of, Dr. Jones, and a bubble that looks like a sad charcuterie.
Well, I can't tell you about the sad charcuterie board you're talking about, but I can tell you about Dr. Jones. I'm Tallahassee.
Oh.
Tallahassee Jones.
Wow.
I learned your brother's name, but what's yours, boy?
Wow. Dangerously firm grip. My name's Frank.
Frank, huh?
Nancy, so, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Sorry, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. You can call me Dr. Tallahassee Jones. I prefer you use my full legal name.
Okay, thanks. I was hoping you could tell me why you were interested in the artifacts and the bones that have gone missing.
Well, you see, I'm a chiropractor. That's why I call myself doctor. Call me of my specialty.
I'm sorry, you're a chiropractor?
Yes, but call me Dr. Tallahassee Jones, please. I'm a doctor nonetheless.
Okay, so Dr.
Tallahassee Jones.
Yes.
You were looking for these bones because you're a chiropractor and you were going to use them for...
Well, I've got quite a collection back at my practice. You see, the people like to be cracked, snapped, and popped. They like to see what that might look like underneath. And sometimes, dinosaur bones are awfully exciting.
Dr. Jones,
Yes.
I'm
Tallahassee.
Jones.
Thank you.
You seem to be painting yourself into a corner as far as being a suspect. I don't want to accuse anyone, but we might just have to follow you back to your place and
Oh no, I've got all the bones I need. I'm just here as a tourist. I like the salty air and the squinty-eyed people
It's very bright here.
and the nightlife.
The nightlife.
Nothing beats the nightlife.
Alright. Dr. Tallahassee
Have you
Jones.
never been out to the saloon?
I know I haven't. I'm not of age, you see.
Boy, your age. What? 18?
That's right.
Ah, I think you are of age.
Listen, Dr. Jones, if there's anything you could tell me about anyone else you don't seem to know, the orange or the almond people.
Come to think of it, I think I saw somebody that resembled an orange. And someone who resembled a very sad, flaccid almond.
I'm just going to leave that there.
You get the picture.
Yeah, of course I do. Now, listen, tell me where you saw them or what they look like, or other than on the orange and almonds.
Well, they're staying at that hotel there.
Sneak in.
The Sneak In.
We'll go.
All manner of folk go to the Sneak In, but it's about dangerous at night. A boy like you should be careful.
Thank you very much. I'll be Thank you, Dr. Jones.
And I got another tip for you.
Okay.
Stand up straight. Pull your shoulders back. Have a little confidence.
Thanks.
There you go.
These are buttons.
If you need a snap crack or a pop, just say Dr. Tallahassee Jones and I'll be there.
Presently, we find Frank and Joe at the front desk of the Sneak In. They're greeted by an elderly man who is soft-spoken and has a bit of a quiver in his voice.
Welcome to the Sneak In. Do you have a reservation?
No, by the way, I'm Frank. This is my brother Joe. We were hoping to get a sneak peek at your reservation book.
Well, the reservation book is mighty closed. Oh, prying eyes.
Oh, we're not prying. You see, we're detectives.
Oh, in that case, fine. What is the information you seek?
Well, you see, we're looking for a couple that it is going to sound strange, but resemble an orange and an almond.
Oh, yes. Claude and Mauve. Periwinkle is the last name.
Claude and Maud and Periwinkle.
Claude and Mauve Periwinkle. They're staying in room 306.
Could you give me that number one more time?
Staying in room 306. I'm sorry, could you give me that number one more time? I didn't write that one down.
It's 306.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get for you, boys?
Well, have you seen them? Are they up in their room, or should we look elsewhere for them?
I try not to pay too much attention to where my guests go, but I do see comings and goings. Matter of fact, they do have some mail in their slot.
Oh, well, might we have their mail delivered? You only need to deliver it personally to them.
I typically don't give mail to just anybody.
Well, we're not just anybody, we're detectives, right?
Oh, well, in that case. Top of the stairs. 306.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
These two work for a museum.
Museum. Well, Joe,
The Museum of Natural History. Why would they be corresponding with the Museum of Natural History if they weren't looking for fossils?
you're right. You know, gotta get into that mail, but it is a federal crime to open someone else's mail.
Well, I don't know anybody who would do such a thing. Just then, a door slams open. A woman, confident, appears at the doorway. Hi, boys.
Trixie.
It's me, all right.
Well, see, Joe and I found this letter, and, you know...
Oh, Joe. You can never bring yourself to break the law, can you?
I mean, neither one of us can. We're good law-abiding. You are just opening that right up.
See, boys, you're detectives, whereas I'm a reporter. And I'm going to get down to the bottom of it by any means necessary.
You're just down and dirty.
Don't tell anybody you said that. But it's true. All right.
I guess now that it's open, it wouldn't hurt to take a peek.
Well, I'll tell you what it says. It's to Claude and Maud Periwinkle. What a pair of names. From the Natural History Museum. Their appearance is scheduled at the saloon tonight.
At the saloon tonight.
A meeting of sorts with the curator.
Well, Joe, it sounds like you and I better get down to the saloon tonight. Trixie, do you want to take a peek around their room, or...?
Well, you boys just want me to do all the fun, don't you? I'll do it, but just this once on account of you boys are just so cute.
Gee, thanks, Trixie. Joe and I will get down to the saloon and...
Sure. And I'll get down to this room.
Come on, Joe, let's go.
But you boys owe me one.
We owe you more than one.
The boys find themselves at a saloon. The nightlife is happening. People are at the bar, ordering drinks, slapping each other. It's a saloon. And there's one woman standing by the piano. None other than Beady Beady. For some reason, she's still wearing her bathing suit. But wearing just a nice sachet around it.
You know, after spending all my time at the beach, I realized my true home is on this stage.
Just then, a tall, almond-faced man, faced woman, sat up to a table in front of Edie.
Strangers. What brings you to town?
Well, we're visitors to the beach.
Well, there's lots of visitors to this beach. They come from near and far, from miles away, and not that far away also. No matter where you come from, life can be a beach. Life's a beach. If you let it be. Oh, can't you see? Dip a toe in the water, even if it's just sand. Sometimes you oughta. But everything can be within your reach when you realize life is a bitch. Frank and Joe sit aside the stage in awe. Miss Speedy, that was incredible.
Thanks. I've been working on that one all night.
If you don't mind, just for a second, please do over.
Sure. Can you two buy me a drink at the bar? Don't worry. I'll watch your stuff. the rocks.
That's the couple you told us about. Yes. You know, we found some mail in their room, and it sounds like they got some dealings with the Natural History Museum.
Oh.
And they got a meeting at this very place.
Oh, suspect indeed. Well, I did say I would watch their stuff, and
At that very moment, coming through the doors is someone who is so British you can tell just by looking at them.
Please join us.
Good to be you.
We have some news.
Yes?
Some very good news for you.
At that very moment, Trixie burst through the door. I pulled out from that news photography. That's right. You see, I checked out this letter. That's right, folks. And I contacted the people down at the Natural History Museum. And you know what? You've been fired from there. And you stole this letterhead to write this letter.
Heavens to Betsy! How could you say such a thing?
Because we found the bones and the artifacts in your room, in room 306. And we found out that you have some shady dealings going on.
I don't have any shady dealings. I'm a man of reputable authority. Reputable causes. And
That's right. You didn't think that the Nancy boys would be here to stop you, did you?
you can't prove anything. You can prove I did one thing. Not one thing.
Oh, I think we can.
How?
Joe, call the Natural History Museum. Yeah, Joe. Right now, get him on the phone.
I'm on.
Joe, the bar has a phone.
Oh!
That's right. And he's calling to double check my reference, which I clearly told you before. But I think that will prove for a fact that you, yes, you, have been in shady dealings with these two people. And
you don't work at the Natural History Museum at all.
but thankfully, I also called the local sheriff to come and arrest all three of you.
What are you arresting me for? I've not done no shady things. I've never sold my goods to anyone. You can't prove a thing.
Oh, can't I? This letter states that you intended to purchase these illegally gotten gains.
Damn it.
All three of you are going to jail.
You two klutz should have ripped up and